So it's that time of the week again. We've gone through the whole lot. It's Sunday, everybody, and it means that we are Scraplift Craftanooning. That's right, Tara and the crew are coming together and we are lifting this amazing layout from Ellen, who is known as Scrapping in My Sleep. So I have gathered together some bits and pieces that I have laying around. I didn't have far to search for these ones today, and I'm really just liking how simple and effective this layout really looks. So I've chosen 2 photos from our trip to Balloon Story, and I'm going to put those onto this layout. I have some leftover pieces from a previous layout, which is always handy to put them into action, and I have this lovely wood grain which I'm going to use for this page. So I'm just layering up and seeing how I want it to look on the layout. But before I do that, I'm going to add in some stenciling just in behind to give it a little bit of a zhuzh, a little bit of a lift in the background, because you know I like a little bit of a lift. So I'm using my scorched timber distress oxide here, and this stencil is from Scrap a Sketch, sorry, and I like it. It's like hearts and stars and circles. It's just a great little collage of shapes, and it's perfect for adding that little bit extra to the background and creating a little bit more interest. So yes, the wood grain is beautiful, and yes, I like how it comes together, but it's also sometimes nice to add that little bit extra without layering it up with paper. So I am also going to use that scorched timber to distress the outside of my pieces that I'm going to layer, and I'm just going to put them on a horizontal tilt for each other, and that will just build some layers of interest in behind the photos, just as Ellen has on her layout. Now, Tara brings us together every single week, if you're unaware of how this works, and we go looking for layouts from other creators who are on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, and we help promote them and boost their visibility to the wider crafting community. So every week we get permission from the person that we're going to lift, and then we all do our own version of it. So when everybody plays, there are 10 of us, and so you can see up to 10 different interpretations of one layout, which is really quite clever if you think about it, and it's also very inspirational and a good way of kicking off your scrappy mojo. So I'm going to put in the 2 tags behind like Ellen has on hers, and then I am also distressing those so that they will stand out against that background. And I'm just got a journaling card which I'm going to put to the bottom and fill out for my journaling, and she has her journaling on the flat onto the layout. I'm actually projecting mine onto a journal card, and that's just where I'm differing a little bit. I've added in a frame that I had laying around, and then these 2 tags, and that's helping to build the layers of this layout. And I'm liking how by adding in those layers you're creating that visual interest for the viewer. Now I have my 2 photos, and I also have 2 paperclip type embellishments that I'm adding to the top, just for that little bit of extra something to make the photos stand out. She doesn't have her photos framed, so I didn't frame mine either or mat them, and I've just let them sit there. I do like how this is coming together, and the colors are really popping up off that page, and the photos really prevalent. I have this sticker set here, puffy stickers. I've got the word together. The photo is of my husband and I and myself with the snowman. We're, as I said, we're at Balloon Story, and all of these designs were made with balloons. So even the snowman, everything about him is a balloon. So it's pretty clever, really, if you think about it. And I'm just going to add in an arrow here to point across the page to draw your eye to the photos. And I'm just checking out other sets of thickers that I have laying around to see if anything's jumping out at me and saying, yes, include me, include me. And it's at this point that I start to remember that I actually have a whole packet of snowflakes somewhere. So I go off looking for it. So I'm sorry that you're sitting there just looking at this page while I'm working out what else to drag off my desk into this layout. And I have this bag of fussy cut pieces and little bits of odds and bods which I add to this layout. I found a pink fresh little square that had a heart on it, like a stamp, and then I had that blue heart, and here's my little snowflakes that I was looking for, and I'm just going to add those in as some features on the layout as well. And I just like how these are coming together. I can't actually tell you what they're made of, this snowflake. I'm not really sure. It's like a plastic, but it's not a plastic. And it's like a felt, but it's not a felt. So I'm really not sure what they're made of. And I really don't even know where I got them from. Somebody probably sent them to me somewhere along the line. And they're very handy. I knew I had them, and they are very helpful because they just help to create that snow effect from the snowman of the balloons. So I'm just gluing them down here, making sure that they touch in on those clusters and building them up. I do like the effect it's having, and I am going over that arrow, which is fine. I just wanted to put that in the background. I didn't want it to be a big feature, but it is there to draw your eye around the layout. So now that I've done that, I'll put the rest of those away for another day, which is very helpful. And I'm pretty happy with how this is coming together so far. I'm just going to put some tape in on these like faux paperclip things so that they don't come off the layout. And I'm going to distress the edges of my page because you know I like my edges to be defined, and that's helping to really make the layout pop up here. I do like it. I think it's a great combination of colors, and it's picking up all of that, you know, making those photos really pop up off that page. So I'm just dressing my tags, putting in some white string through the tag holes, and that allows the tag to be finished off and part of the layout. So that's another little addition which helps to create that, you know, finished look on the layout. I'm trying to get my glue to work, which is a bit hard in this heat because everything is extremely tacky and drying fast, which is annoying. And I am having difficulty getting these snowflakes to stay, so I am going to put weights on them of different things. Like you can see there, my water distress bottle, and now I'm going to put a punch down just to hold them in place so that nothing is sticking up. And that's pretty much the layout done, and I do like how it's turned out. I did go off screen and do the journaling, as you can see that on my journaling card, and it's just basically saying we're at the balloon story, and we had photos at nearly all of the booths, and I was making my husband get in them as well. So the last thing that I need to add to this layout, of course, is some pops of color, which I'm going to do, and then it will be ready for you to see up close and personal. Now my pops of color that I've chosen are a deep turquoise, more an aqua, or more of a blue to pick up the blue in the photos, and that's really setting up that visual triangle by putting those sets of three. The beauty of pops of color is they're really creamy, and I love them, and they're from scrapbook.com if anybody's interested in where to get them from, and they really do make a big addition to your layouts. So that's my take on today's scrap lift from Ellen. I'm hoping that you have seen something that you like, something here that inspires you to get creative today. Don't forget that there is a full playlist down below, so you can go and check out what everything is being done by all the girls. Trust me, there will be some outstanding layouts. They are such talented ladies in the group, and I assure you I learn something new from them every single week by watching what they produce. So this is my take on the layout. we will all have a different take depending on the product that people use, depending on the photos that they use, and depending on the whole theme and idea and style of scrapping that people preferred. So thank you once again, everybody, for staying through and watching it. Here are the close-ups. There's those snowflakes. Look how fantastic they are. There's those pops of color. You really do like the color there. They really do make a difference. And I'm really excited that you stayed. So don't forget to give me the thumbs up because you really liked it. Hype it if you're on a digital device, because that really helps me. And I'll see you in my next video real soon. And if not before then, next Sunday for Scraplift Crafternoon.